What is going on, everybody? I'm Javi Koei, joined by Amber Trujillo, and we are looking at a Vsauce video called What Will We Miss? This is 10 years old, but I think it could still be quite relevant. Vsauce is a science channel, thought exploration channel. I like Vsauce a lot. Amber Trujillo, she's a science lady, works for the something space science.
The Planetary Society. That was really close, though.
Society, which is with Bill Nye the Science Guy, and it was started by Carl Sagan. Haha. So if you guys haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, vote this up, let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. While you're subscribing and upvoting, follow Amber Trujillo, follow Vsauce, links in the description below. Here we go.
You need both.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. And the year 6009 will be the very first year since 1961 that a year, when written in Hindu-Arabic numerals, can be inverted and still look the same.
Oh.
Wow.
But you and I probably won't live long enough to enjoy the year 6009. Human lives just aren't long enough. We will miss out on that. What other cool future events will we be missing? Well, first of all, you and I will probably be gone before the completion of the Time Pyramid in Winding, Germany. It will eventually be a pile of 120 concrete blocks, but the builders are only adding one block every 10 years. Since beginning in 1993, they've added only the first 3.
Why? Why is
At this
this?
rate, the pyramid
like
will
an
be
art?
completed in the year 3183.
Well, why every 10?
The final
Okay.
block placed by our great, more than 30 greats, grandchildren. But even they will miss an opportunity to frolic and play safely.
Watch, it only gets to 4.
They're like, oh man.
Zone of alienation, where radioactive contamination from the 1986 disaster will remain at levels too high for safe human activity until not the year 4000, not the 5000s, not the 6000s. It will finally be safe probably in the year 22,000.
My goodness.
Possibly within our lifetimes, but definitely within the next 1 million years, stars like Betelgeuse and Eta Carina will explode in brilliant supernovas visible.
They might have already
from
exploded.
That's
haven't
true.
seen the light.
Probably going
We
to
just haven't
miss
seen
out
the
on these
light.
events because for a few weeks it will look almost as if Earth has 2 suns. Despite being hundreds, thousands of light years away, their supernovas will shine brighter than the full moon at night and be visible even during daytime. But the real sky show comes in 3.75 billion years. Our galaxy is full of stars. Viewed from the surface of the Earth, they look like little drops of milk in the sky, which is why we call it the Milky Way galaxy. But all galaxies are named after milk. Milk, lactose, lactic, galactic, galaxies.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Is inside our galaxy, the Milky Way. But there's a blurry, distant shape, this one. It's not a star, it's not a cloud of gas
Andromeda.
in our galaxy, it is an entirely different galaxy. The Andromeda galaxy, and it's
I was gonna merge.
Yeah.
trillion light years away from our own. It contains twice as many stars as the Milky Way, and it is coming our way.
And when it merges, we're gonna
Headed
see
toward
more
us at
stars in the
300
sky.
Kilometers a second, faster than a bullet. Now, right now, the sky looks like this. In 2 billion years, Andromeda will have approached so closely that people will look up at the sky and see this. In 3.75 billion years, the night sky will be like a scene from a science fiction movie or an awesome desktop wallpaper. Incredible.
Anxiety.
And kind of scary after this scene.
Well, what's
the
crazy
sky
is how
will
it's just all gonna pass by us.
Yeah.
Earth is gonna be unaffected.
Yeah.
Milky Way and Andromeda collide, mixing up into a brilliant
We
cosmic
probably won't
tie-dye.
even be on
This
Earth.
simulation shows
if
how
we survive.
Andromeda might collide with the Milky Way, but keep in mind that you are watching billions of years pass every second. These galaxies are moving
It's so
fast,
beautiful.
but they're also huge. and covering even huger distances.
Huger.
They will collide in the future.
Our
But
solar
within
system
the
will likely
briefness of a
survive the
single human
collision
life,
untouched.
They appear almost frozen,
So,
unmoving.
my only question to that is, we won't feel the heat from this whatsoever? Because, like, that's the second time I've heard that, like, we'll be unaffected. My understanding about the Milky Way is that the Goldilocks rule applies even there. It's not just the solar system. It's even in the Milky Way itself. And I'm like, wouldn't heat... I don't know. Anyway, I'm asking you a question that's beyond your pay grade. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the Goldilocks zone has to refer to life existing far enough from our host star. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, but it's also in the... I mean, unless I misheard, it's apparently that's also true in greater scales. Because if you're too close to the center of the Milky Way, it's too hot.
Yeah.
If you're too far, it's too cold.
Right.
So-
I think they're going to debunk the Goldilocks zone anyway. I think we're going to find life on a place that we
The
don't
book's
even-
not real, man.
It's not real, man.
The cores of both galaxies will be married together
Wow.
in a bright glowing center. Earth, now a stepchild to what was once Andromeda, part of a new, bigger family called Milkdromeda. It would be so cool to be alive to see our galaxy colliding with another. But don't get all FOMO, consumed by a fear of missing out. Because whatever life is around then will have plenty to envy us for. They may have spectacular nightly views, but secretly wish they'd been born in our time to experience, say, the beginning of the internet.
Why would you?
Saturn's
want that?
rings.
Miss out on a
Saturn's
lot
rings
of
are
things.
disappearing.
Because the
Oh,
moon
okay.
moves 1 centimeter further away from Earth every year.
Oh, I thought it was an inch.
600 million years from today, the moon will no longer be close enough to Earth to completely block out the sun. Future humans, or descendants of humans, will therefore miss out on a chance to ever
You go
see
far enough,
for themselves
you'll also see fewer stars in the sky.
total solar eclipse from the surface of Earth. Long before Earth dries up, Niagara Falls will dry up. Well, not the water part, but the falls part. Every year, the rushing water of Niagara erodes the rock at the top of the falls 1 foot backward. By the year 52,000, it will have eroded all the way to Lake Erie.
Oh, shoot.
And our progeny will have no Niagara Falls to enjoy. Granite has an erosion rate of about 1 inch per 10,000 years. So, certainly by the year 7 million, Mount Rushmore, especially its faces, will no longer exist. And because they slowly get pulled in or ejected into space, in 50 to 100 million
said
years, Saturn will no longer have its lovely rings. So
That's sad.
life
But
on
we, Earth,
in
will have
the
a lot more
future
rings
might
made of space
have
junk.
awesome
Yeah.
supernovas
It'll be gorgeous.
and galactic collisions to look forward to, but they probably won't have Niagara Falls, Mount Rushmore, total solar eclipses, or Saturn's rings. They also won't have you. But you have you. Except not all of it. Babies don't begin to form episodic memories right away, meaning that you missed out on. You don't remember 2 of the most seminal events in your life.
Being born?
Your conception and your birth. But you can
Thank goodness I don't
experience a
remember my
bit of
conception.
those moments right now. First of all, when was I conceived? .com lets you enter your birth date and get back the
What?
week your parents probably made you happen.
Oh my
As
gosh.
well as the #1 song and the #1 movie of that week, which may have also been involved.
Chuck Norris.
Light travels quickly, the most quickest, in fact, but it can take a photon millions of years to escape from the interior of the star it was created in through nuclear fusion. It takes time, just like your own gestation.
He said millions of years?
Yeah.
He was talking about the sun. I thought it was 100,000 years.
I think it's somewhere between the two. I don't know if they can actually like calculate or how they calculate exactly when a
Particle,
photon
okay.
can make its way out of the sun and become emitted.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
I've heard about 100,000 years
Yeah.
too,
Okay.
but I don't know.
It's I mean, either way, it does my head in to think about the fact that like when I feel a ray of light, one of those photons took somewhere between 100,000 and a million years to get to me.
And talking about the speed of light and experiencing time, the moment it was emitted to the photon is the moment it got absorbed, because time ceases to exist for anything going the speed of light.
Ah.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
Newly conceived photons struggle through a dense stellar jungle of atoms and molecules and electrons that absorb and re-emit the photon, taking a little bit of energy from it as it randomly rolls around like a pinball. Sometimes after thousands or millions of years, its random walk finally leads it to
I love this image.
It's like,
It's so low rent,
into space. In a way,
but it gets the idea across.
yeah.
a lucky tiny percentage of the photons that reach the surface of a star find themselves on a path that will intersect with Earth. And if you are lucky, those photons will end their journey by being absorbed
In your
onto
skin.
your own retina.
Oh, on your
If you
retina.
enter the date of your birth or the approximate date of your conception into this online calculator, you can find a star that is as many light years away from Earth as you are old. When you look up at that star today, you are seeing light that left the star the very month you were born, or photons that left that star and entered space when your entire body was just one cell. Space is really big and your life is very short, but space is so gosh darn big, you don't have to miss out on everything. And as always, thanks for watching.
You know, you could also collect quarters that are from the year that you were born.
Same thing. You should write him and let him know that he missed that.
What a waste of time. What a dumb video. Gosh. I'm just kidding. No, I enjoyed that. I mean, he does a great job of like pulling that open and making me think, you know, and just considering like, oh, random things that are just fun to ponder and, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
he's good at breaking it down into layman's terms too. And I love his visuals, his like 2-second animations.
I'm still waiting for that telescope, that powerful telescope that scientists keep talking about where you can witness your own birth.
What?
You know that saying? You don't know what I'm talking about?
What telescope?
Okay, there's this saying that if you were able to travel the speed of light, you got far enough away and you had a powerful enough telescope,
Oh, I
you could
see.
witness your own birth.
Oh, okay.
You never heard this before?
I don't think so.
It's just because of how long light. It doesn't matter. It's maybe what I'm saying is debunked.
I don't know.
But
That
that's-
sounds like a great
But that's how you look back through time, just like the Andrew Garfield telescope that's in space now.
Andrew Garfield
What's it called? What's it called?
GWST?
Yes, that one.
Why is that Andrew Garfield?
I don't know. I'm just. What's it called?
Where GWST? Where is
No,
that?
no,
Where did
the
that
new one.
It's that James Webb
James
space.
Webb's, yeah, that one. I don't know why I said Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
You don't even know who that is.
Now, of course I know who it is. He was a Spider-Man, right?
He was one of the Spider-Men. Yes, that's Andrew Garfield.
Well, now I'm just going to refer to it as the Andrew Garfield.
The Andrew Garfield telescope. Yes. Yeah, that's looking back through time.
Right.
You know, it's like light is like a time machine in a way that gives us information from the past. And so it's the same topic, right?
Yeah.
When I'm next to you, I feel stupid. I'm sorry. I'm just getting
Next to me?
Yeah, I'm feeling more and more insecure about everything I say. All the words that come out, I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. That's even worse. Why did you? Shut up.
My brain is full of word throw up. Sometimes I'm just like, I'll start a sentence and I don't know where it's going and it just finish it. What does Michael Scott say? Never mind. See? We're on the same level is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah. Well, yeah. When it's like the spectrum of us and Einstein, then yes.
Yes.
You know, but there's still
He
a
was
chasm.
kind of
There's
smart.
still a chasm between us. It was like, you know.
Little tiny one.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Subscribe to Vsauce. Find Amber Trujillo on the social media. Links in the description below. I'm Jabby Kawai. This is
Amber Trujillo.
Peace out.